All I know is work. Pull about $1, I can lend you one today, but I'ma need it by tomorrow, nigga. All I know is work. I can get a half for consignment, bring it back, pay for the omen up front, nigga. All I know is work. I be cooking on the line.
You see this? You see this? You see this? That's from this. Sophisticated Ignorance, HOC, we in the building. It's the K Cortez. Tap in, cop some shit, man. Flee, girl.
It's your boy Ill Will, man. Sophisticated Ignorance. Y'all get that? That's an oxymoron, but it makes sense. Get hip, man. Stay elevated. You know what it is. Your boy Ill Will, man. Yaktown on this beat.
Your boy Shotgun Shook, man. Sophisticated Ignorance, man. Tap in, man. You already know, man. Good old merch, man.
It's your boy J400, man. Mr. How You Gonna Act, man. Supporting that sophisticated ignorance, you know what I'm saying? Cop that shit, they got everything, man. Dad has shirts, Scullies, anything you need, man. You already know, man.
Yo, Gwitty's paper, Sophisticated Ignorance, fuck everybody. I might name my album that. That's why I might name it. We name it album.
Yo, get a load of me, no control of me. I control everything. I.C.E is in the motherfucking building. You're now watching Sophisticated Ignorance, you heard? Hey, let me give you niggas a word of advice, you punk ass nigga. You walking down the alley by yourself, bring a dog with you, sucker.
It's Sophisticated Ignorance, write my curses in cursive. Gang!
What's good, John?
Yep.
How you doing, Ken? How you doing, Ken? You doing good?
Yep.
Same.
Enjoying the fucking heat.
Y'all got heat down there, huh?
Yeah, it was 81 degrees today.
Damn! It was hot.
Not cool no more.
Sinner. I'm tired. Diamonds in both ears.
Working, nigga. You tired?
That boy be boxing. Ring of Hope. Shout out to the people at the Ring of Hope. You heard?
Shout out to the Ring of Hope. Shout out to Nasir. Shout out to Coach. Shout out to Miss Jackie. Yeah, Jim Jones got the game fucked up. Like, I'm not even about to
we're not about to hold this.
Not about to play. Like,
so
I know you hung out with Drake, and this usually happens. If you notice, every time somebody like gets a new affiliation with somebody, they just, ironically come back discrediting everything else that negates who they've been hanging out with. You know what I mean? It happens all the time. It's a common industry thing. You know what I mean? And the thing that bothers me with hip hop is like we're always, every time the level goes up higher in hip hop, we're always asking said person to come back to some place they were 8, 9, 10 years ago to reprove that when they've already taken it to a whole nother level. I'm gonna say that again. Like, please don't ask Snoop Dogg to come back to do Beautiful and drop it like it's hot. Hip hop is not what it used to be. Hip hop keeps changing and evolving. It's no longer a young man's sport. Hip hop is a free for all now. You can have a career. You could be a CEO. You can run a label. You can have your own label. You could be independent. You could do so many different things in hip hop. It was not like that 10, 20, 30 years ago. I mean, it took Russell Simmons 20 years to get that done. I mean, it took Rockefeller, Heavy D, Diddy, the list goes on. Dame Dash, Irv Gotti, 50 Cent. Man. Like it
Chris Lighty, please don't listen.
Chris Lighty, shout out to Violator. Rest in peace, Chris Lighty. And the list goes on, you know what I mean, for these new things to happen. And I don't understand how, like, you take somebody who's like 13 years in. Like, we remember, like, what year did Beautiful come out? If someone could just name a year off the top of their head.
2003?
2003. So let's say Beautiful came out in 2003. Was it Snoop's debut 1995?
Yep.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, bro, what are we talking about right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
so my question is,
that shit dropped in 02. That's
either
more years. Now I had to do it. You got more time than you know what I mean. He dropped in 02. That was goddamn, Kane. That was close. 02.
Well, can you see when Doggy Style came out?
Got you, my nigga. Check that out.
94?
94, 93. It was
90.
It was the biggest debut opening in history before 50 Cent came.
You said Doggy Style?
Yeah, Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style album. Pardon me for the people at home. Chef's just looking at something real quick.
Yeah, pardon me. I gotta shut my door. I mean, I guess while he's doing that, so my question is: this whole conversation was top 50 rappers. Am I correct? That's what this whole thing span from. So, what's the criteria to be a top 50 rapper? Like, what's the requirements?
Doggy Style was November 23rd, 1993.
93.
November 23rd, 1993. God damn, my nigga. I was 5 years old.
That was when Snoop's
Three.
That's when
I was 5, boy.
That's when Snoop's debut came out.
Listen,
and
I was 5 and I'm 35. He been reigning for 30 fucking years.
Snoop was just in the WWE, just at
That
WrestleMania.
nigga be doing everything.
He was in WrestleMania 39 hosting. You know what I'm saying? And they're saying
he had to jump in the match because the nigga split his quads, I heard.
And we think, and they're saying,
yeah, he came in there.
And we're saying Drake should get back in his acting bag. Like
yeah,
you're giving these suggestions. No, what I'm saying is they're saying that he's over all these people when he hasn't done. He hasn't even dominated the next 10 years like they have. It doesn't even make sense.
Well, the one thing
you've been in the game for 13 years. Like that's when Hov dropped like Kingdom Come and debuted at number 1 with 600. Like, what are we talking about? Do you want to go back to Hov's 13th year? Do you want to go back to Snoop's 13th year? Do you want to go back to Eminem's 13th year? Because we can do that. What is Drake doing that nobody has done already? I know you guys are kids. I know. But Hov dropped the album every year from 1996 to 2003 when you wasn't allowed to drop music whenever you wanted.
True.
When there was no mixtapes.
So again, I ask.
I'm basing it on
all of that. All the hubbub and stuff. All those things are important. So what's the criteria for a top 50 rapper? Is it
Billboard is
we always know influence.
Jim Jones added all that himself. I'm pretty
be
sure.
No, I'm asking you guys. That it's an answer to this.
No, it's
they can't make a list out of nothing.
No,
what
they
I'm saying
do all the
is,
time.
are we talking about our own, like us, opinion?
In general, what are the?
There is no in general criteria. When niggas do these lists, these niggas move the goalpost on what reason and why they got running the year. You feel me?
How can it be? How could it be?
Okay, so squash that question.
How can there be a 3-set criteria? Just assuming like there was when there's multiple people at the top of the game based off of different shit.
All different reasons. It's almost saying, yo, listen, there needs to be 3 criteria on why niggas is winning the NBA championship. Nigga, it's role players. It's a bunch of reasons.
It's coaching, assistant coaching.
It's a bunch
labels.
of reasons why he's here,
bro.
You see what I'm saying?
So
Every road is not the same, but you can compare it, and you got to be honest with it. Snoop has been outside for 30 years. This little nigga's not even in my lane to chat with me.
So y'all heard a different clip. The clip that I heard of Jim Jones, it was saying, "What is Pusha?" And it was the tone in what he said was, "What has Pusha done? He's been talking about selling coke for 10 years."
I heard it. I said Jim. I said Jim added that he added his own shit,
bro.
So okay, so do you guys think Push is a top 50 rapper?
Absolutely.
The same complaint Jim has, Drake does all damn day.
So what puts him in there for you? Like what's his list for you? Since it's different.
First off, let's go. Like I said,
I'm just asking you
about the answer. Like I said, debut. Go back to the Clips debut when he first got here. He's been more impactful than Jim Jones as a solo
more than Drake.
But it's not about him versus Drake. They asked him. It's 50 people, right?
Yeah. So how did Drake? So where did are we saying? Did we bring up Drake because he was just?
We brought up.
You feel like it's like a bias that he's doing that because they hung out?
Okay. Literally,
I'm asking.
You're asking, but I'm trying to answer.
Look, that's like it's a quick question.
It's not a quick question because I don't know if you're asking me about Billboard or Jim Jones.
No, I'm asking where did Drake come in? Are we saying like Drake came in this conversation somehow?
Because
people are saying that he got this conversation. They said Jim is now friends with Drake, so now he's saying this on Push. Is that what's happening here?
What came out of Jim Jones' mouth was, this is how I know it's based off of Drake and his relationship with Drake. If he would have said, I don't feel like Pusha T is top 50, that's just my opinion, cool. But what he said was, from a nigga talking about coke, or that he may not or may not have even been doing. Every time Drake diss Pusha T, what comes out his mouth? You're not a real drug dealer. You're not the drug dealer that you claim you are.
I mean, yeah.
That has nothing to do with a top 50 rapper list. But he felt the need to go there for a reason, as most groupies do. That's 100%. It's a groupie move. Like, at the end of the day, you wasn't saying that shit before. This ain't your first time talking about rapper lists, Jim Jones. It's not.
Jim and Push ain't got no weird static.
Not that I know of.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Not that I know of. At the end of the day, that's where the energy is coming from.
The shit that's killing me is this.
So again, you said yes to thinking. You said yes that Pusha T deserves to be on this top 50.
His longevity is insane.
So besides the debut, what else?
His longevity is insane. And he's in a lane, he's making a lane hot that's not hot anymore.
Okay.
Nobody fucks with this. The streets is not at the front of the game.
You know what he said? Oh, you heard what he said about Jay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard what Jim Jones said.
So I mean, I don't
listen. Jones is out here complaining about shit he does his damn self. Jones, you've been talking about the same shit since you've been a fucking ad-lib nigga on Old Boy.
I'm gonna be honest.
Just
Everybody has.
1,000.
Everybody has. Everybody who has longevity has been talking about the same shit. They stick to their shit. They may add something. They may put in a little piece of flavor, but everybody sticks to their content. Don't nobody's album, the sound may change, the beat may change, but their content is their content. Whether it's relationships, whether it's the streets, whether it's being poor and being rich, whether it's hustling, whether it's groupies, whether it's stripper music, whether it's Nelly is just a dream, whether it's summertime. Somebody tell me a nigga who dropped the album, and every album the content is different all around the board.
It's not even. Well, I ain't gonna say that, but like again, why the fuck would niggas walk away from what works? It literally doesn't make sense
it works for
business wise.
It works for Drake.
No,
it don't change it.
No, but yeah, I was about to say that because y'all listen. The same shit he's literally hating on, your man does 247. This nigga
because he don't be doing half the shit he saying.
And he barely like the rap fans. We gotta beg Drake to rap, and when he do rap, it's the same shit. Literally.
And he be talking about Chubbs and them, so I don't know what he be talking about.
So I never understood that argument of like, yo, you know what I mean? He has the same content.
He sounds like every other nigga that all of a sudden. But does anybody ever pay attention to the fact that all these criterias just so happens to be against the people that Drake's not in alignment with? Pusha T, Meek Mill, Hove, Kendrick Lamar. Anybody Drake is going at it with, oh, he does the same thing over and over. Oh, what has he really done? Oh, he don't have as many. Like, it's the same shit every year.
That's what I hear from every weak nigga who can't stand on an argument. Because you're sitting here saying that the nigga doesn't have this, that, and the third. Nigga, success. I'm a president of my shit. You still work for Cam. Like, success. I owned my shit. Nigga, they had to make a title for you in Rock Nation's office in the closet. That wasn't me. All right, I was at Good Music with a spot secured. It said President Push. You forgot? You forgot, my nigga? This is off the same balls that you said that's not valid, that nobody want to be like. All this other shit. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, I've never seen a nigga.
I don't know why he said Jay-Z not leaving the streets. That was weird.
I've never heard that. I've never heard a nigga look at Drake swag like, I need that coat. Never heard
President Adidas gave me the check and that don't bounce.
Come on, bro.
Bro, it's insane, bro. Like the Pusha T hate is insane. Like for him to go solo and be damn near more impactful. First of all, grinding is forever.
Nigga, every nigga wanted to be like that nigga pushing, grinding.
Bro,
all you niggas had the cornrows to the back doing a
bro.
Sorry. But you know, it's getting me. It's working.
Like at the end of the day, it makes no sense. Like them niggas brought bait to the game. Pharrell and the Clips definitely have influence in this fucking game. What they did for Virginia, Timbaland, Missy, all of them. Like Daytona debuted at number 3 with just 7 songs. Jim, when have you ever debuted in the top 10 of anything?
And you got like 20 albums.
This is the sad part. I don't even want to do this. Like, I
love Jim.
That's the crazy part.
Jim, bro.
But I
can't let you talk that blasphemy.
I can see through bullshit. And that's what he's doing. Oh, please bring this nigga to the next Rock Nation brunch. You only let him go to one. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, Rock Nation ain't panning out. You're hanging out with Drake, and you got smoke for Pusha T, and you got and Drake. We got to start putting Drake over Hov because of 13 years in the game.
That's a fact.
13 years,
and the Lobby Boys took a hit. Your man Nick Chano out here, you know, wearing other niggas' chains. It's a lot going on over there. You know what I'm saying?
He said 13 years in the game. You know what Hov? Hov came out with like what Blueprint 3 in his 13th year.
Yeah.
Empire State, the biggest song of the year, and sold out Madison Square Garden again.
You know what I hate about hip hop?
Who has Drake put on that transcended music?
Nobody.
Who has Drake put on that pushed the game forward for the next 20 years? Hov just got done watching his artists do the fucking Super Bowl. What are y'all talking about?
My nigga Party can't even do a show at your nearest local bar.
Like,
fuck you mean?
You mean it is insane.
Party
bro.
cannot pull up to your local bar and get it cracking. Like, yo, DJ, drop that.
I'm not saying that you can't have your opinion, but we smell the energy all over these two opinions. At least I do. I can't speak for nobody else. I smell the energy.
I get it. I hear it.
All the we've been watching this industry for so long. This shit goes the same every time. The one disgruntled nigga starts hanging out with the poppin' nigga, and then he let's be real. Jim been shitting on Hov his whole career. Soon as he got the Rock Nation, you can't put nothing over Hov. At the end of the day, Hov is number one. Da 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 da. Blah blah blah. As soon as he went,
not good there.
Huh?
Is it not good now? Because for him to say Jay-Z is not lit on the street side is bananas. That is nuts.
It's even more nuts because you're from New York and you really know the impact that he has.
That's not the way.
That's
why
annoying.
New York keeps falling behind.
That's why it's annoying.
Because of shit like this. This is why New York keeps falling behind 100%.
Like, you will never get a South nigga to get up here and discredit a nigga that helped build the South.
At all.
Like, you know what I mean? It's not too many niggas slick talking T.I. back down there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
pick a different person. Yes, they are.
You can. You're right.
Maybe say that nigga rap.
No, we know what we're talking about. At the end of the day, they can say he's a rap. If that list come up and T.I.'s on the list, nigga from Bankhead, there's no nigga from Bankhead saying T.I.'s cool, but, you know, I'm going to have to put Cameron over him. I used to live down south. Let's stop. It don't matter how ass you are, how garbage you are, how much you fell off. The South is riding for the South. Respect. I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it at all. They still be trying to hold on to Andre 3000. This nigga ain't making an album since 2002.
Nice. Like that.
2002.
But
the last
Hov
time he
can't
get
get that
album,
credit though.
But Hov can't get that
credit. I've been out here for all these damn years.
Yeah, he always get that credit.
No,
now it's just weird. And who never get credit? I feel like he always gets credit.
No, you don't.
You really don't, though.
Weird.
It's more hate speeches outside than it is like, damn, son, Hov just been in the game for more.
For real?
Dipset
I don't hear that. That don't be on my timeline.
Dipset been dissing Hov for like 20 years. They can compliment him for the next 5 years, and it don't count for how long they've been dissing this nigga. Like it just, and it stemmed over Dame, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it extended on and on and on and on. But like I said, to try to discredit Pusha T, like, it's so hard to do what Meek Mill and Pusha T and Benny the Butcher and all the guys from the streets. It's so hard to do that shit today because that type of music is not at the forefront. So for them to stay in that bag and keep that lane relevant, it's not easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing Common was doing when the streets was at the forefront. It was easy for Common and Talib Kweli and Kanye to do what they did at the time, but they did it, and nobody shitted on it either.
Everybody gave them their fucking pieces.
Everybody gave them they just do.
We didn't say, oh my nigga, the content's the same. He always want to create black unity.
Nice. 100%.
Niggas is weird, bro.
It's insane. Like, is insane. Like it is nuts, bro. Like this nigga Hove just got done shut. This nigga Hove just could swing through, drop a verse off, and spin out. Nas just sold out Madison Square Garden. Jim Jones will never sell out Madison Square Garden in his life. Ever. I promise you he won't. And he's from Harlem.
But that's the
Jim, I adore you.
That's the kind of shit I be talking about, though.
I adore you.
When they do that, it's almost like in a sense of you had to do it. Oh, well, that's nice. That's what I mean about the gratitude. When you say like, you always get this credit. This is the kind of credit niggas is giving. I sell out the well, that's nice. He does that.
And just like I don't let nobody disrespect Dipset's imprint on the game, I'm gonna bring that full circle. Like we're not gonna discredit a lane that Pusha T puts at the top of the Billboard charts every time he fucking drops. Every time he drops. Ugh. Niggas be like, nobody's listening to Pusha T. Then how the fuck is he sitting at the top of the 40 charts? Yeah. Somebody listening.
Yeah.
That one guy?
Somebody's listening. My nigga just got nominated for Album of the Year. Every time Push drop, he nominated for Album of the Year at the Grammys. Every time. Rolling Stone gave him #1 album in hip-hop.
No radio play.
Like, come on, bro.
No
like, this shit is
radio
insane.
play. No radio play.
This shit is insane. My nigga Pusha T is ridiculous, my nigga. Like
I had y'all niggas in a frenzy with 7 tracks.
Since he's went to good music, he has been on a fucking run. Since he hasn't dropped one whack project from the mixtapes from Fear of God. Literally, first mixtape, boom, killed it. Then he comes out with My Name is Rapper Kane. Kills it again. Then comes out with My Name is My Name. Kills it again. Then comes out with Darkness Before the Dawn. Kills it a fucking again. Then he comes out with Daytona. Kills it a fucking again.
Daytona's his highest selling.
Exactly. Then he dropped his new album produced by Pharrell and Kanye. He's not hot. He has no influence. He's not fire. But the two biggest producers in the game did his whole album. Somebody make it. I don't get it.
Why these hot?
That's friendship. I don't think that has anything to do with anything.
It has to do with friendship because the friendship was built around my lyrics.
She said
the friendship was built off what I do on this mic.
Fuck that. How many times we say you know how many people Pharrell and Kanye have produced for that cannot get them on the phone right now?
Again, friendship. You think Pharrell's gonna tell Push no? Like,
if his ass wasn't hot, yes, he would.
I got you.
Yes,
I got you. Do you think Cassidy can get a beat from Swiss? Friendship.
No. They're not friends. They're not real friends.
Oh my God.
It's a difference with Pharrell.
The industry has nothing to do.
I said real friends, not industry friends. Pharrell and Pusha came up together. I don't think that's the difference.
Pharrell and Pusha.
This is just what I'm saying about both. So, are you telling me that Pusha T is the only friend Pharrell has in rap?
No.
Okay, so
but I think it's always the go-to for his.
Pharrell came to the game in the 90s.
Yeah.
So
I think he gets an easy, like, that's an easy call for him.
So you're telling me that if any rapper that Pharrell was friends with decided to just make their comeback and say I wanted to rap again, Pharrell would give them a beat?
Different friends. Like I said, it's a different thing.
The answer is no. It doesn't matter about friends in the industry. It doesn't matter. Pusha
T has been hot his whole career.
Yes. Since he's doing good music, yes.
Yeah, that's why I gotta ask y'all what's y'all hot, because there's people that are hot that's not on your radio. That's what I'm saying. Like there's albums that's going #1 that don't hit your radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like people have to get out that the whole industry is just my backyard and my playlist. Nigga, your playlist is not the whole industry, dog.
Real shit.
The more you keep doing, I don't listen to none of my niggas. Well, you got a small group of niggas. That's all I can tell you, because the world is talking. The world is talking. When
Pusha T's new album dropped, everywhere we fucking went, let the smokers hit the Koofles.
I was gonna ask you that too. I was like, how often do y'all listen to Push, and how often do y'all hear Push?
That's my definition of hot. If I could go outside and hear your shit, and it's not my definition is not of hot. It's not the label paying somebody to post your shit over and over and over and over. You know what I mean? That's not my definition of hot. My definition of hot is when I have to hear you, whether I can control it or not. Real shit. And at the end of the day, if Pusha T wasn't Pusha T, there are younger artists that are internet more popular than Pusha T that cannot get his push, that cannot get his opening, that can't get his video segue, that can't get none of his shit. And everybody don't like this nigga because he beat Drake in a battle. Nobody had a problem with this nigga.
And it was on Daytona.
Nobody.
And it was on Daytona.
Nobody had a problem with Pusha T until people like their shit how it is.
That's crazy because y'all damn sure ain't have a problem when this nigga Push was like knee deep in Wayne's ass. Pause. But he was spinning on Exodus, my nigga.
Nah, some of them did.
Killing that.
I was like, wait. It was just real good. Exodus was good. All that shit was good. It was like, all right, now just hold easy on Wayne. But yeah, I get
why can't we say this?
There was no
There was that it's good shit with Jada Kiss type shit. Yeah, he didn't win that.
That niggas looked at that shit like, oh, that's Push being Push. Nigga, I had to put this in these Lil Wayne. Your man's is getting his ass kicked. Come outside.
He lost.
Come outside.
It's like the way the industry works on all facets.
I'm sorry, I'm about to say because once Drake took this L, my nigga, it was different.
My nigga, they didn't.
My nigga, it was. I was hearing niggas cutting excuses I've never heard. Well, Drake is busy. Oh, you got a schedule? You get his itinerary. That's crazy.
When Drake disses you have 24 hours. But when you diss him, he's busy. He got things to do. Like niggas are the way men act over Drake is insane. It's insane. I'm like, the women don't even count. We don't even talk to y'all. Y'all are not for women. No disrespect. Y'all are not here for battle. Like it kills me how women, whenever Drake gets in a battle,
don't ask me nothing.
Women want to jump over into this conversation that they don't care about. I'm not saying there's not certain women that don't like diss records, but we all know who's built for these conversations and these dialogues and these bar breakdowns, and it ain't y'all. Now, if you're biased, cool, be biased. I'm a nigga who had to walk outside and had to deal with Hov losing to Nas. I had to walk the hallways. And I couldn't say, Hov is big, he getting money, he got a clothing line. I couldn't say none of this shit that you niggas want to lean on because Hov initiated it. My nigga Hov came up with Takeover. He popped it off. I know they was doing subliminals, but Hov went there. So he had to deal with the ether. I had to deal with ether. I got ether. Do you know who niggas came to find when Hov lost? Me.
Oh, you lucky I ain't know you that nigga because I'd have been like, Sin.
When Sin that? My phone was ringing like Cleo's, my nigga. Send phone. Shit was like a hotline. Nigel, this is 3 months later. my nigga Ether came out months later. It ain't even like he was back to back with this shit. This is just how it goes, bro. Like it's the industry at the end of the day. Like it's about relationships, it's about bonds. If some people stick to their guns and they real about how they feel, and some people are gonna front. Now, if you on a team with somebody, stick with your team. Like that shit Wale did to Meek. That shit was corny. I don't care what nobody say. Shout out to Memphis Bleak on Vlad when Vlad was trying to get. When I said the shit Wale did to Meek was corny at the time of the beef. Like he went up to him and Meek was having their problems. I knew him and Meek was necessarily having problems based off the energy and how it felt. But when he clearly showed there was an issue when he went up to the Breakfast Club.
Oh yeah.
So when people are like, oh, how do you know? It's not my fault. Y'all don't know how to read between the lines. It's not my fault. Y'all don't know how to read body language, energy. When your energy at one point in time changed from this point in time. It's not my fault. Y'all don't have a good read on that. Sometimes you can just listen to what a motherfucker is not saying. Yo, y'all still good? Yo, they doing their thing, man. They doing their thing. They do that. That's not what the person asked. Oh, yeah, they good. He said they doing their thing. No, that's not what he asked.
No, he said they doing their thing.
You're not listening.
Yeah.
You're not listening. Somebody saying what they're not does not mean they're saying what they are. That's not my fault that nobody taught you how to read between the lines. Shout out to Bleak when he was on Vlad TV. Yeah, so, general consensus is, Ether. When Nas dropped Ether, my nigga Bleak fixing his hat. Well, Ether, Vlad is Ether. Okay. A nigga, are you trying to get me to say Ether was better than Takeover? Because I don't feel that way. Thank you. This is how you sound when you're on a team with a nigga. Not while he going up here. It's like he brought a pencil to a gunfight. Nigga, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Let me catch one of y'all niggas up here chatting like that.
You think
hip hop is corny, bro? Hip hop is
you
corny.
think Push will shoot at Jim?
Huh?
You think Push might shoot at Jim? And if so, is Jim gonna shoot back?
Nah.
Push ain't got a reason.
Shout out to Jim. Jim is like a legend.
Jim is just Jim, you are hiding an agenda. It just
Real
is what it
shit.
is. It is what it is, bro.
It's not.
It just
I don't
is what
believe
it
in
is.
coincidences.
It's real.
I don't.
Cut. I ain't mad at you. I mean, like I'm hearing it. You know,
It's
accepted
no
the second
different.
round on the
It's-
motherfucking verses. So I ain't mad at you trying to gear up and been relate. I ain't mad at you trying to gear up for that verses. But what you're doing is corny though. So.
It's no different. It's no different than Maul getting invited to the OVO party and then coming back saying, "How did Drake lose? How did he lose? I don't understand how he lost. How did he lose?" Like this shit happens all the time. It's industry relationships. It's industry behaviors. Niggas can say Cole. Niggas be like, "Fuck Hove, home. I don't really listen to Hove." Get invited to one Rock Nation brunch. Watch their interview right after. Well, you know. I mean, I just feel like we just at the end of the day, it's just time to start fronting on Jay. Yeah, I'm like, here we go. I've been seeing this shit for so long. It's like clockwork. The shit is like clockwork. Nigga get LeBron James invited nigga out for one day. Well, I know I was saying Kobe, but LeBron is the best player to ever do this shit. Like,
Bro,
the industry is a job. We keep forgetting that part. It's a job and it's a business. If it's not lucrative, niggas ain't doing it for the most part.
And you got to kiss up to your manager. Drake's the manager.
nigga said Drake's the manager.
And nigga like Hove that when Hove brought Dipset out at B-sides, it was Hove. Huh?
But the Hove is HR.
That's funny as hell. Look, everybody know. I believe that Jay-Z is the best rapper alive. I think he's the GOAT. I think he's the greatest to ever do it. I can meet Jay-Z and he can say, "Nigga, don't fucking talk to me." And when you ask me who's the greatest rapper alive, it is Jay-Z. I'm not. Oh, Jay-Z. Well, Tupac. At the end of the day, like nigga said, Tupac.
We're not doing that today.
Biggie. Let me switch the name before Candace have a heart attack. I'm like, yo. At the end of the day, I think Biggie has always been better than Jay. Since when? Sin, you ain't never thought that shit before. Nobody. You can go back to my Facebook memories when they do the ARC Richmond memories. You know what the number one memory for Sin is? Remember when Sin used to be arguing with niggas over Hove and Jay and Lil Wayne all the time? Da-da-da. That's the memory on me. So imagine me talking about, Jay said, I don't fuck with sophisticated ignorance. I mean, Nas always been my favorite rapper. I'm just saying, like, I always fuck with Nas.
I'm definitely doing that.
I'm not. I'm playing. Yeah,
like Hove say fuck sophisticated ignorance. I'm definitely putting Ether in the intro. like that.
He's not playing. He is not kidding. I mean, I get it. I think you get more clout.
It's corny, bro.
Having Drake on your side than Push. So whatever.
It's not even. I mean, that is true.
Well, you're talking about two niggas who's not gonna come work with you. So let's talk business.
Damn it.
Two niggas that's not coming out the Himalayas to come work with me and make me more bread, but I got a nigga right here that's more tangible, and he's right here, and he's helping me maneuver and make some moves and shit like that. Yeah, I'm gonna say what's in the best interest of what my situation is going on right now.
The agenda energy was strictly off the that's like the corny part, because like at the end of the day, him not saying that Pusha T is not top 50 is fine. That part is fine. It was the energy on he might not be even selling those drugs. Like that was like Jim. Like that's
because you can't.
No reason for that.
You're not from Harlem, Jim. So calm down.
There's no reason for that. There's no reason for that at all. It's unnecessary. That's how you know there's agenda and there's some energy there based off your new affiliations.
It's contradictional because people were just doing this with you with Harlem. And we
I was going to say, Cam said you are not from Harlem.
It's very contradictional. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, again,
when they was at odds.
Yeah,
when they was at odds, he ain't even from Harlem. His grandma lived. I was like, oh shit.
It's very contradictional. Well, we don't know, and because we don't know, we're not gonna do the. Well, we don't really know. We don't really know if you gangbang if we're gonna do that. Then we don't really know if Drake was.
Lord.
I mean, we can sit here and paint great semantics in everybody's situation, but what we do know is Drake was hiding a child. Daytona
was protecting him.
What we do know is my nigga Push kept on dropping music when he said he couldn't, and he was hitting numbers. Most you niggas who are critiquing now can't.
Like, we gotta stop acting like Push is like my nigga. Put this Push, the only nigga that be really getting whole features. Like, real shit. Like, Hov is not rapping on your shit if you not hot. Name a nigga who's not. Memphis Bleak can't even get Hov on his album right now. I promise you he can't. And that's his man's. That's his little man's.
Don't get me started with
That's
J.
his
Cole.
motherfucking brother.
Don't get me started with Cole.
J. Cole can't even get a whole feature.
My nigga Cole been out here for years.
He can't.
No, last feature was that platform.
Nah, it was nice. It was nice watch. It was nice watch. I'm not saying that he can't, but low key, I feel like if he had a record and it was hot, Ho would be like, nah, I'm good. And it's just an opinion. But if it was a number one,
I wonder why.
I think Hov is only doing that to him because it's his artist, and he don't want nothing around that.
I think he likes that J. Cole is J. Cole.
Yeah,
J.
I don't
Cole's
think
his
he
own
wants to do
name.
anything.
I was they're different type of.
Well, he did the best friend jumping on every song. I'm mad close. This is my team.
Yeah.
This is crew love, and they all ended up dissing him except for Bleak. So why
True,
would he do the same
true,
thing again?
true.
He's not gonna do the same thing again. This is J. Cole, and y'all know him as J. Cole.
Well,
He's
that
the very
completely
first artist on
makes sense.
Rock Nation that speaks for itself. I signed him.
I really hear the pain in it when he was like in that Already Home, when he's like, I already cooked up the rock. Why y'all can't get high already?
That was a lot of money. That was a lot of time.
And that sounds like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have to do shit for J. Cole. Didn't have to do shit for Rihanna. Slight 1-2 features, take off. I did everything for you niggas. I'm at court dates. That's not even mine.
With Beyonce.
You know what I'm saying? I'm at court dates, that's not mine. Like, you fucking in my, you know what I mean? My white meetings.
I told P I was going to lunch. I'm at Beanie Siegel shit. This nigga sitting in court with Beanie Siegel. Like, yo, son.
So it's like
Our random is Hov and Meek. They solid. They good.
Sure they are. They were just together.
Oh, I was about to say no. I forgot what song was it when he said I can't be for Meek. I stayed with him for my whole bit. I feel like that was like Freddie Sam.
that was God did, right?
Yeah, God did. He said me and Meek can
I
never.
feel like that was a little. Don't play with me, nigga. I got you
Well,
free.
he wasn't saying that to Meek. He was saying that to all the bloggers and people who created a beef between them.
Hov always does that. Like, he said the same thing to Kanye when he was like, "Don't let him Mike him J. Separate us from each other." Like, he always puts
Meek
that
Mill
out there.
left Rock Nation and said there is no beef. I just have to get my business together. Everybody else, internet, Twitter, all the other bullshit.
Right.
Oh, they're beefing. He left Rock Nation. He don't fuck with Hov no more. And Hov said, "Me and Meek can never beef. I free that nigga from a whole bit." And then Meek retweeted it and said facts. So I don't know.
Business is business, and it's not always going to be good business with your friends because it's not in the best interest of you. You know what I mean?
Right.
And at the same time, you can't expect your friend to take an L because it's not in the best interest for them. So when y'all both respectable businessmen, you understand part ways, but when we can make money again, we right back. You feel me? Like, it just is what it is, but that's where people get their feelings caught up. Your feelings is not supposed to be in this. So this is plain as day to see. Look, man, I need to get my chips because I'm dropping pure fire. I feel like I need more. They say what it is.
Niggas don't like Hov. Well, we just gonna get off the whole thing.
I can't believe y'all say that.
Candace is so full of shit.
I don't hear it on my timeline. I hear the complete opposite.
Yo, no, you don't. From who?
You.
Other artists, or are you talking about people you know outside?
People on the timeline.
I'll be like, Candace, I would believe you if you was in Brooklyn. But the fact that you're in Virginia, I can't buy that.
She's from the number one place that hates Jay-Z. Me and her was literally on the phone, the South. Me and her was literally on the phone when they was making all the memes that she was laughing at, by the way, Hov. When it was,
that nigga ain't athletic at all. I like
when all the Southern people was like, "This is how I listen to Jay-Z," and had the fucking shit in the trash.
Oh, this is how hard. Don't mean that's my everyday. Like,
I'm not saying that every day, but you still seen the shit that we're talking about, though. I mean, you may not have no record.
100%, I bet you that person that made that meme from New York, motherfuckers.
Pretty sure he's from the South because the South has always hated.
Yeah, whatever.
Now, Hov has been. We just been talking about this. Hov has just been getting disrespected by everybody out of nowhere. Like we're really putting Tupac over Jay-Z, which is insane. I don't care what nobody.
Who did that? What happened?
Come on, bro. Like,
what happened?
Niggas said I love Dear Mama. Like you niggas do not listen to that, bro.
That's my
Look, not doing that today.
That's my shit.
Y'all are not in the. I've never hopped in the whip and heard bro.
That's my shit.
In my guitar, you will.
That's
That's
my shit.
Heard you.
That's my dad's shit. You don't hear his.
I hate that.
I will say that.
Yo,
That's my
listen,
shit.
my
That
little
shit's
brother, rest in peace, Shakes. This nigga drove me off the wall with that fucking harmonica. That
No.
I crossed so many tears.
That shit is hot.
I hate that song.
And once again, like I said, shout out to Jim Jones. I'm a big fan of Jim Jones, Vampire Life, all of them. Capo is the one of the Capo might be the best. El Capo might be the best album to come out of the El Capo might be the best album to come out of New York in the last 10 years. Low key, it may be. To be honest, big fan of Jim. And like I said, I have no problem with him saying Pusha T is not top 50. Anybody can feel that way if they want. I had no problem with Jim Jones
saying he was top 50.
I'm cool with that. But the whole like to question his like that's whack, bro. Like it was a corny move. It was corny, like. And it's unfortunate that it comes from a rapper that I'm a huge artist that I'm a huge fan of. Like, damn, I had to be Jones. Like, you can say your opinion, but it's like, and like I said, if someone said it about Jim, I would say the same shit. Like, I mean, this nigga started banging when he became a rapper. Like, yo, you at the end of the day, you don't know Jim Jones, bro.
No.
You don't know him to say what is or what isn't. You only know what you see.
Fly on the wall when he got jumped in?
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I need info because
like,
you can't just say
bro.
that and not have nothing to back that.
You know
like, that kills me.
Exactly. So that shit is just whack to me. And it just feels like convenience. That's the energy I get. The Billboard list is, I'm pretty sure Billboard is based off your appearance on Billboard, not just as a solo artist, your appearance on Billboard in general. At the end of the day, it's hard not to make Hov number one. Y'all may not like it. It may bother y'all. He got Beyonce. He's a billionaire. It's fucking insane. Jay-Z, when you was watching Hard Knock Life, you did not say that nigga's gonna be a billionaire one day.
Y'all was calling that nigga.
It's insane
that we called my son the Cammy off the cigarette box.
It's insane.
They did call him the Camel Man. Oh Lord.
Then y'all said that nigga was gonna fall after Dame left.
I ain't hear it.
Tell me about that beat in.
They said I would fall without old buddy. All I did was make more money.
like
yeah, I mean, like this shit is insane. Like it's how do you not make him number? And to ask him to live by the same criteria of a year that he already lapped already is insane. Like that's what I don't get with the Jay-Z's, the Eminems. They keep trying to get them. These niggas are like extending this shit further. Where the J. Cole's, the Kendricks, and all these, they got something to chase now. Now they got something to beat. And niggas are trying to take them from extending rap and bringing rap to different parts of the fucking globe and saying, no, come back to what you did in your 13th year. When niggas is like in their 24th year. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
That's crazy. They want you to come back to your 13th year and be brand new because you can't say, oh, in my 13th year.
Real shit.
Crazy. You want me in my old bag, but I got to give you a new bag. Make it make sense.
Drake is like LeBron to me.
It makes sense. Like, make it make sense.
Like Drake is a dope artist. Nobody's taking anything from Drake.
Drake is definitely going down as one
he's
of the
definitely going down in
But
history.
Every time y'all want to keep bringing up the ifs and this, that, and the third, because you questioning if this nigga sold drugs. We know Aubrey had another nigga on that pad, though. Facts.
All right.
You know another nigga was on that pad, though. Facts. So anytime one of you niggas want to stand up and talk that real hip-hop shit, you know what's the number one. No. You know the number one Matumbo. Having another nigga on your pad is not valid.
I was banging in
So who was number one on that list? Did they ever say?
Jay-Z.
Oh, okay. I know.
It's like 50. It's the same thing. It's all agenda based.
Was he on that motherfucker?
Jay-Z, yeah, he was on there. Jay-Z.
Sorry,
nah,
ho.
his hole's not the best. You know what I mean? He's like, when I look at Nas, you know, Nas is the best. You know what I mean? Like that's what the best looks like. My nigga, Jay-Z has outsold Nas 30 times over. So Hove can't be over Eminem because of numbers, but Nas can be over Hove. Like just the inconsistencies in niggas' assessments be fucking hilarious.
Move depending on which artist you're talking about.
Hilarious. Shout out to Nas. If anybody said Nas is number one, I have no problem with that. He's another person.
Nasty Nine, that ain't crazy.
He's another person that I put up there for just like being in a lane that hasn't been popular and still keep fucking selling. It's hard to do. Nas never goes with the flow. He never does it. I can. Nobody was doing that. Nobody was like, yo, I'm gonna get a bunch of kids and talk about Greeks.
Again, give him credit.
Yeah.
Badass kids to get up in there and behave. Like, you know how hard it is to shoot that? Man, get that little nigga over there. Come on, you ready? 3, 2, yeah. Shout out to them dude. I know I can. That was a fire video.
Yeah, I know
Never
I can
done again.
Yeah, classic. Nas is always going to be an innovator. He's always going to push the envelope and just keep going up and up and up. He's an icon. He's a legend.
Just to add on to that, you know that was dope about that song too. Shout out to my man Prince, because he got a school in Nigeria, and his school, that's the song they play in the morning. Like, cause you know how they have like national anthem. Yeah, they play "I Know I Can."
It's perfect for
over
kids.
there in Nigeria.
Bring them out for us.
Nas is a true artist.
Like, these are the different kind of effects that I be talking about, like impact. When it like your impact be a nigga dressing like you. Like, bro, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Son.
This industry is a business and it's corny. It's corny. You know what I mean? Just being real. I don't fucks with it. I don't fucks with it at all. Like I said, you can have your own opinion. You can feel exactly how you want to feel. This, that, this, all that shit. But at the end of the day, it's like you don't have to be corny with it. You don't, but maybe they do. I'm not in the industry. Maybe they do.
So I gotta get this paper.
Yeah, I mean, maybe like
these niggas ain't making tracks with me. Fuck Hove, fuck Push. Hey yo, Drake the number one nigga.
Loyal to the highest bidder.
Drake the number one.
Look what Game did.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Kanye brought him on. Kanye brought, yeah, he definitely did.
Same situation with Drake.
Yeah, same shit.
did.
Kanye, so all these niggas is loyal to the highest bidder. It's all opportunist behavior. Kanye brought this nigga out and da-da-da-da-da, and this nigga comes out and goes, Kanye did more for me than a week that Dr. Dre did for me my entire career.
Which was nuts. But we know that nigga say goofy shit every day. So
why did he say it? Because he was mad about the Super Bowl. Now, when he first came out, he said he didn't give a fuck about the Super Bowl. Then he just comes out and goes, I was tight at the Super Bowl, like to have all that. And like, we understand you were upset. We understand. You know what I mean? But and like I said, I don't know anything about Game and Dr. Dre's relationship or any of that. I'm just making an example in terms of just like people are loyal to whoever is doing for them at that given time. That's not how I choose to operate, but I'm not in their profession either. But I just can't, I can't wrap my mind around that. If somebody gave me an opportunity and took me to the next level and we don't do business no more, I'm never going to, if somebody else gave me a new favor, like, oh yeah, I appreciate him. But at the end of the day, that's the reason why you even noticed me to begin with. That chance that man took on me. So how then can I just get this new opportunity? And the first thing I want to do is shit on the person who got me here. The shit is insane. Like, it's like niggas be from one side to the next, just hopping all over the place. You know what I mean? The shit is, and people be putting validity into what they saying. Like, damn, you can't smell the agenda on this motherfucker right now?
Because shit can always go left and always go wrong, bro. Nigga,
I know Jimmy better get a fucking chorus out of this nigga or something. A hook. Look now.
I think Jimmy about to be at the OVO shop right now. Right now, niggas is waiting for.
Better get a hook. Because I don't know if we're going to really, what is a verse going to do, but I think a hook would send us a little further here.
I love a Jim Jones Drake track.
I need Drake on the hook.
I was banging.
I think the one verse ain't gonna do it. We need him on the hook.
I'll take a verse. Like Jim got some shit.
Jim got some
fuck
shit.
with Jim.
I'll take the verse.
Jimmy every day.
Jim is
So-
that. Yeah, I mean, Jim just hurt my feelings. I ain't gonna lie. As somebody who's a big Jim Jones fan, you know, Jim. In the middle of July, I got that summer snow. I stuck with you, Jim. I was like, nah. I stuck with you.
I had Hustler's poem, Jim.
I mean, we all
Fire.
had that. Yeah, I mean, I stuck with you through
Jim,
Pray for Rain.
on my way to church was in my crib. Niggas
Thank
moving
you.
around.
Stuck
But
with
we
you
was
through
there.
Capo, I was with you. Everybody Jones.
I was
Look
definitely with you. Niggas is
that's a minute. It's been a minute.
I stuck it out with you. We getting money like na.
I heard the girl said the diamonds are their best friends. Well, I don't need the girl, I got her best friend. Like, come on, nigga.
We stuck it out with Jim through everything. Yeah, man. You never know what it took to get here.
You know what I'm saying? Every single time I put that pig in my nigga, it was for Dipset. We was for all interviews and all that.
Facts. I was crying with you. A pistol game been tight. Says chicken romaine and rice, $3.
What up, Jimmy?
$3.
I know it ain't right, but this is our life. It's just a piece of my diary. That was my shit.
That's what the song was.
My pistol game been tight. Says chicken romaine and rice, $2.
Yo, you know
fast.
the motherfucking classic.
Which one?
We born to die.
For real.
Cause I get high just like I'm supposed to fly.
To the moon.
I'm in the court with marijuana eyes. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Judge.
I was in the club until the morning rise. That was
Right.
last night.
Right.
So now I'm thinking that
What's your thoughts?
200 stacks, now would it bring me back?
Thinking of flip.
Especially in that recession, say.
It's hard out here.
The only question to my answer is okay, now here's a thought.
One more thought. Yo, we ran
Yo.
that shit. We
Come
ran
on,
that
Joe.
shit. Jones is that nigga, man. So, I mean, just in case niggas get it twisted, we fuck with Jim Jones heavy on this side. Yeah, I mean, I just didn't think that was right, especially when the streets,
you guys.
when the streets is like, it's hard to make quality street music. It is. And sometimes some of the best street music comes out and it don't get its just due, just off the strength of it's not the thing. Like
The streets ain't for everybody.
You can't be like
I don't
the
expect it to.
music, the thoroughness of the music is outside, but music kind of goes through the internet today. And the internet is really not the home for real niggas. Like, bro, I'm not commenting with you, bro. Like, we're not doing that. Like, your average nigga outside in the mix is not going, word, I feel like that's not happening, but he gonna play your shit in the car.
Tell me that wasn't the shit. You crazy, man. Ain't no fun like that no while. Wrecking crew.
Yeah, it's poppin', nigga. Fuck it is, nigga. Assassin. It's from my motherfucking state, man. Let us the fuck in. Game's over, nigga. Nigga, I'm from Jersey. It's poppin'. Where shit can get real critical. Yeah. When it's beef, it won't be political. Nigga, I'm from Jersey. Yeah. Where most niggas is starving for the right price than running your apartment. Nigga, I'm from Jersey. Where niggas is flipping packs. You know where they get it at. In front of the chicken shacks. I'm from Jersey. Where niggas and bitches is real grimy. If you ain't on point, you'll be a body. Nigga, I'm from a state where they grind at. Where shit can get live at. Where over 5 stacks you die before the sky black. Don't come here liking cause you and your crew can get it. Cause Jersey never been a spot that was cool to visit. They get damage cats when we can't stand the rat. In high school we caught jerks off of ransom raps. If you need work we charge extra. Your shit trash, we ain't copying. You ain't got gas like a Tesla. We apply the pressure cause we ain't get it shot yet. We got now and we got next.